Hey Savannah, this is Dora Goldberg. I talked with you today, and this is the video that I was talking about. So I'll just hop right to it so we don't waste too much of your time. What I'm going to do is just give you maybe 3 things you can do or somebody can do to increase your online presence and get more traffic from Google. And these are things you guys can do yourselves. So let's look at your site. It's a beautiful site. It really is. It's got a call out here. It's got the financing link right there. So it's really nice that they can schedule online. There's some content. I mean, it's a really pretty site, and these are all clickable, which is really nice. As you go down, it's very proud that you're, veteran owned. That's fantastic. And the coupon and everything. So, you've got a lot of things on here that are great. It's a good site. The one thing that I would really recommend, though, would be to add some more content to it. Right now, the Google crawlers, as they go out, they not only determine whether the information on your site is relevant, but they also count the words. And right now, in order to rank on that first page or higher up, you have to have an average of about 1,500 words on your home page. So that's something I would recommend. Another thing you might want to have is, one of those contact forms here. And that's just because when people fill it out, a lot of people don't, but when they do, that goes to you. That's a lead that you can advertise to in the future. So that's a great way to gain clients too. I did a Google search to see, to research the competition, and this is what I looked for. I just looked in Longmont, Colorado for plumber. And, the way Google works, I mean, we look at it every day, but a lot of people don't realize, what everything is. And these are basically just the Google guaranteed companies. But a lot of times there'll be ads right under here, or there'll be ads in this first spot on the map pack. Somebody pays to be there. You don't see them there a whole lot. I think that they must be pretty spendy. So anyway, it's a good idea to be in this map pack because these 3 companies are the ones who are pulling in the most business. When people go to Google, they look at this and they just click on the first one because, for the most part, they're like, okay, it's easy. They're at the top. They're good. Let's go. So it's a really good idea to be in the top of the map pack. And the way you do that is by first having a Google business page, if you don't already have one, and then also to get as many citations as you can. And a citation is just, the name and address and phone number and everything exactly like you have it on your Google business page. And you want to get that into directories like the Yellow Pages and Yelp and Angie's List, and I mean, there's thousands of them. You can get your name in a good majority of those without having any cost at all. But that would get you ranking on this map pack, which would increase, your traffic a great deal. And then we go down, and this part of the page are the organic searches. So this is for people who are typing in those keywords, and these websites are the ones that are utilizing those keywords the most. So these don't count. These are those directories like I was telling you about. But when we get down to the first actual business, it's Longmont Plumbing Services. So let's just look at their page really fast. Let's see. Where did I put it? Let's see. I'll just go from here. So, I guess it is Applewood, so sorry about that. Anyway, so when we go to their page, they've got their call out and stuff too. They do have the form a little bit higher, which is good. And then, other than that, they don't have very much content at all. So, they're not beating you out because of their content. So let's look and see what else is going on. So the one other thing that you can look at is, let's pull you up here and put you in to this software that's called Ahrefs. And what Ahrefs does is it kind of gives me a look through the back door of your website. So what this does is it pulls up, let's look at an overview. So your trust rating on Google, which is your domain rating, is only a 5. And then your power rating, which is your URL rating, is only a 7. And those could definitely be higher. So that's something that, you work on over time with more and better backlinks. So you've got 249 backlinks, which is just another company or person that is putting a link in their discussion or their website that they can click back to you. So maybe somebody's giving you a shout out, maybe another company is referring you, anything like that. That's a backlink. But you want high powered backlinks. If you can get those powered in the, the 90s, um, regularly, you've got a lot of good ones, don't get me wrong, but you also have a lot of really low ones. So they're kind of counteracting those high backlinks. So if you can get more quality backlinks that have a higher power, that's going to help your website. Let's just go ahead and go back. So you also have keywords. You have 114 of them, and it looks like you've got some keywords that are pulling in traffic from ads. So you must be running some ads right now. But the keywords you've got that aren't, necessarily a part of the ad are TNT plumbing. Over 1,000 people look for that every single month. So you're getting about 84 of those, but that's just because you're number 4. I mean, if you were lucky, worked at it and got up to number 1, you'd get a good number more than that. TNT plumbing, heating, and cooling. There's 80 people looking for that every month. You're getting 28 from that. So that just means people are looking for it, but maybe they don't click on it. TNT services, you're looking at almost 2,000 people that look for that every single month. But since you're in position number 12, you're only getting 17 people. And that just goes on down the list. That's just how it works. So if you could utilize your keywords a little bit more and move up in position, that's also going to help you get to the top of Google. So let's look at their overview, your competition. So basically their trust rating, the DR, is 37, and their power is 26. So that's what's making them rank higher than you are. So they've got over 4,000 backlinks, but it's not always the quantity. Oftentimes it's the quality of them. But they also have 589 people that are referring them, so that helps them as well. But let's just glance at their backlinks really quick. So, I mean, they've got a low one here, but then they're in the 90s. When I clicked back through a little bit earlier today, I mean, there's so many 90s that it really surprised me. So that's why part of why they're ranking higher than you is they've got, just some more quality backlinks. And like I said, that's something you can fix. You can take and probably get every single backlink that they have, all 4,000 of them if you want to. You just have to go get them. And then they've got over 4,000 keywords. Let's look at those. So, Applewood plumbing, there's over 3,000 people looking for that, and they're getting 1,896 people because they're number 1. I don't know what ET plungers are, so I'm not sure if that's relevant. Neither would Applewood, but people are still clicking to their site because of it. So, that helps too because it keeps their name in those people's minds. Types of plumbers, 600 people look every month, and they're number 1, so they get 219. So once again, that just goes on the same as it did for yours, and that's why they're pulling ahead of you on the on Google. And so I thought this information just might be helpful for you. And, if you could give me a couple lines of feedback, that would be fabulous. If not, I mean, I'll try to reach out in the next day or two and, see what kind of feedback you've got for me. And we'll just go from there. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you.